Today's generation has changed the world we once knew. This is partly due to the rise of the internet as an essential part of everyday life and entertainment. The popularity of the internet has introduced the use of social media as a form of online interaction with others. In order to effectively understand today's generation and future generations, it is important to understand the impact of social media platforms. Despite social media's democratizing potential, it faces various limitations to the individual, such as accessibility and lack of individuality. Our internet personas influence our personal lives in major ways. Once we join these platforms, we create a life for ourselves that may or may not be a true reflection of our real lives. We wear outfits, choose certain activities, and visit various places, all more so for our internet persona than our real life. In a way, you can say that this may not be so bad in terms of our cultural capital. If anything, social media is forcing us to work to increase our cultural capital by being more open to experiences and documenting our experiences online with hashtags such as, "But did you really visit if you didn't post it?" However, this brings us to multiple questions based off of Baudrillard's The Possession of Simulacra. Baudrillard defined hyperreal as models of a real without origin or reality, and simulation as to feign what one does not have. So, what is real? How do you imitate something or someone that was never real to begin with? Did you visit because you wanted to, or did you visit so you can have something to post? Did you buy that shirt for the likes, or because you actually liked it? Social media can have a matrix-like environment where you don't know what is real and what isn't. Our persona is something we can control. However, do we really have all the power that we think we do? Sure, we can make our own accounts, post what we want, set up preferences of our choice. Okay, it seems like we have the power, right? Well, not really. Any social media platform you join has over 100 million users. The account that you create has the same layout and features that every account has. What you decide to post is most likely what every other person is posting about. And suddenly, these forms of participatory media dictate our imagination. Social media is a form of hegemony training you to be an active member of society with your online voice, hegemony achieved by the amount of posts, followers, and likes. You are not forced to join social media, peer pressure would be more fitting, but by joining, you give consent and associate yourself with the dominant groups in society. So there's the problem. By consenting to social media, you put yourself in a position to spread ideas of the dominant group in order to fit in, to get an acceptable amount of likes and followers. You are part of the sameness. According to Horkheimer and Adorno, culture today is infecting everything with sameness. By agreeing to the terms and conditions of social media, you lose some of the power and freedom you thought you had. Anyone can go online and post something that might go viral, take over your timeline overnight on multiple platforms, thus creating and encouraging sameness. So, what exactly influences us to spread the same ideas over and over? Well, according to Alice Marwick, the amount of followers may have something to do with that. Marwick claims that social media is not egalitarian, a statement supported by a close look into micro-celebrities and the attention economy. Marwick states that one of the powers that social media has is that it allows its users to reproduce conventional status hierarchies of luxury, celebrity, and popularity. Users get a closer look into the lives of celebrities and attempt to replicate them. Social media embodies the mania of digital documentation that she talks about. Imitation is achieved by posting clothing, poses, events, organizations, and lifestyles that may come somewhat close to those of actual celebrities. The praise over the dominant culture is all done in hopes of gaining more followers. So how exactly do these followers help users? The amount of followers on social media can be compared to currency. This shows other accounts how valuable you are or how valuable your posts are. The more followers you have, the more social standing you have. You see, for regular people, having a large amount of followers is the closest we can get to being a celebrity or becoming a member of the dominant class. To quote Dick Hebdige, social media has the power to give an average person access to the means by which ideas are disseminated in our society. When you become a part of the ruling class and gain this access, you have the power to influence, inspire, and establish ruling ideas. For example, there are plenty of regular people out there who are known for their social media accounts. This popularity and access to broad and wide audiences leads to regular users partnering with big companies to promote their products, thus establishing what is acceptable and cool to own. But how does one reach an amount of followers large enough to have a say in cultural norms? Well, that would be a bit difficult to answer. Some people simply have the connections. Alice Marwick talks about a specific Insta-famous user, Leandra Goodrich. Goodrich is best friends with the pop star Rihanna and has over 149,000 followers on Instagram. According to Marwick, her fame comes from her use of Instagram to picture herself as sharing Rihanna's possessions and environment. Let's get back to Hebdige's point. Access is not available for all classes. Even though social media is an easier way to reach fame, we all don't have access to a celebrity to post pictures with for more followers. Access is not equal for all classes, and social media is not egalitarian.